Hi everybody, Draw Ninja Casey here, and today I have a special treat for you guys. I'm going to draw my favorite subject, the female figure. The female figure does get me excited. Today we're going to study the female figure in terms of comic books and how to draw, like the title says, how to draw strong females that are also feminine looking. And when I say strong, I mean physically strong, like warrior females, but also they look feminine and sexy as well. Now, before anybody gets bent out of shape, okay, I love the female form. I love women. I think women come in all shapes and sizes, and they're beautiful in all their shapes and sizes. Okay, this is nothing about saying one woman or how a woman looks is better than how another woman looks. This is not about that. This is about transferring what is reality and what is comic books. So we know comic books aren't reality. What transfers from reality doesn't transfer the same way into comic books. Okay, so we're going to be doing this in a comic book style. So yes, we have women who are beautiful in all their forms. All right, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But if you want to achieve a certain effect for like warrior women, for your characters in a comic book form, then there's certain ways to achieve that without making your characters too masculine or also maybe too fragile if they are strong characters. And I'm going to go over a few ways that I've picked up during my comic book days, and hopefully you can pick up something too. So join me on this great journey to warrior women who are strong but also feminine. Let's go! Okay, so we're going to start with the face, and I'm going to show you how to make a face that's actually very strong on a woman, but actually very feminine. And I'm also going to show you the opposite, so you know what not to do. But let's start with the opposite. There are ways that you can draw a female face that can look very masculine. Even though she is a female, you don't want your females to look masculine unless that's the idea in the beginning. But for me, some of the masculine features that I've seen on a female, especially during the face, again, this is for comic books only, not realism, so please do not take it personally if you have a face like this. Okay? All right, so one of the things that you do not want to do when you, I'm going to draw with a blue pencil first and then going with the black markers, with a female face, is make hard lines on their face and then make their jaws too square. All right? You don't want to make their jaws too square because that's more of a masculine feature. All right? The ears are the ears. All right? But when you're drawing, especially when you're drawing females, you don't want to make the jaw too square. That's more of a heroic male feature. Okay? The other thing is, and again, this is what not to do. Let's put not to do on here, okay? You don't want to make the jaw too square. The other thing is, what you don't want to do is make the neck larger than the face, okay? Something like that, like put the neck under the ears. Definitely not feminine. You want the neck to come in more, but then I'll show you under what to do. But yeah, making the neck larger than the face is very also masculine because men tend to have a larger neck than women, and not too much detail under the neck as well. Women in general shouldn't have too much detail because they're more softer and subtle than men. Men should have more detail because they're muscular, so on and so forth. So we're gonna go and do that now with the eyes. Again, this is a female, so we're gonna try our best to make a female because. With the eyes, you want the eyes to look, again, softer but also strong. But with a man, with softer but very strong. Okay, but with masculine features, what you don't want to do is this. You don't want to make the eyes so focused that they then start to just kind of become very small. I mean, you can put the eyelashes on that, right? And then the other side. You don't want to make the female eye very small because, again, it looks like she's focusing too much. Now, noses are noses. If a female nose is a female nose, you can draw that and get away with it either the same way with male or female. I don't think there's a masculine or a feminine female nose. Female noses are usually just smaller in general, so that would be the more feminine female nose, a smaller nose, right? And again, masculine, not to judge anybody or anything, but I think female who are more feminine have more subtle lips, whereas the masculine looking females would have like thin lips, like that. Okay, so once we get the eye out of the way, and again, for me, this is looking like a female. All right, and bushy eye. Those are eyebrows, right? I always get mixed up between eyebrows and eyelashes. Bushy eyebrows is like the not to do thing when you're trying to make a feminine looking, feminine but strong looking character that's female. All right, we'll put some earrings on her, make her look more female. Okay, and now, as far as the hair is concerned, there are a lot of ways you can go with it. But of course, to have your characters or your females look more masculine, you can just put short hair on them, right? And this guy right here is just looking like a drag queen. No insults to drag queen, but this right here is these are the things you don't want to do when you want to make a feminine looking character. Obviously this character is looking very strong. Obviously they're looking very strong. There's no doubt about that. But it's a female, but they're not looking very feminine, right? So these are the sort of the things that you don't do if you want a strong but feminine looking character. Okay. Now this is just the face. As you can see, the character is attractive and is female, right? But not very feminine looking. All right, and this is just the face. We'll work on the body later. But you know what? Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the feminine face next to her, so that you can get an idea of the comparison. Now, starting with female feminine, again, we're not just going with the subtle, soft look. We're going to go with something that's subtle, soft, but also strong. Okay? All right, so let's start off with, let's just say a circle, right? But now, to draw a more subtle female face, we have to make the lines of the face more rounded. Okay? Now, I see how the not to do female face has not to do female face. Okay, but the lines on her face has to be more rounded so as to create a more subtle feel, right? So let's just start with the shape of her face and just kind of round it, right? Make her face a little longer, a little bit more triangular. Make her chin, a little bit more triangular, right? Round it down. Then the other side, I'm just going to round it down a little bit, right? And then round the bottom across to meet, okay? And as you can see already, it's much softer, much more subtle, but still kind of strong, right? And then with the neck, which this, comes in very handy, the neck has to be, the neck should not be wider than the face, so you have to put the lines of the neck within the lines of the side of her face. Right? It could be skinnier if you want, but I think that's like, you can be the judge of that. All right, and you can make a subtle little shadow under her, which is fine. Okay, her ears, I guess. I don't think there's a masculine or feminine ears. Women have ears, right? And so let's make this line here across the ears for the eye. Okay, call it the eye line. All right. Now this woman, as you can see on this side, she does have strong features, and that again brings forth the fact that she is a strong character, but still looks feminine. And this is where the femininity even gets more enhanced, right, with her eyes. Okay. In comparison to the eyes on the masculine looking woman, the feminine woman's eyes has to be big, right? You can do that with a kind of like a circle or a bigger, what do they call it, rectangle, but it has to be bigger, right? So that more light comes into it. And the eyelashes also much bigger to enhance her femininity. Right? Eyes, and then the pupils. And then her eyebrows thinner. There we go. Thinner and arched down. See? She's focused, she's strong. The eyebrows are arched down. Same thing with the eyes on the other side. Bigger. And then big eyelashes to enhance her feminine look. And then her pupils. And of course, her nose, which again, like I said, with the feminine look, you want the nose to be much smaller. It's more subtle. There. And with the feminine look, the lips, you want to be more subtle, more thick, fuller, but also kind of like realistic looking. Not mean. I mean, she's feminine, and she is strong, but she's not mean. And we can like put a little up smile there on her. But her top lip much thicker than, like, say, the top lip of the masculine. Right? And then round off the bottom lip, which is a very nice way to make subtle lips, just kind of like a round it off, and then add the little edges right there. Okay. And then we have the ears. All right. And now with this being done, we have to now add the hair. And of course, with feminine women, or feminine-looking women, I should say, we want to make the hair long. And even if we put short hair on this woman, she looks very feminine based on just the features she has already. Okay? So we can put short hair maybe just to compare with this woman. And I think that's something that we probably should do. I don't know. But let's put her in short hair, okay? So we'll put her in short hair just for comparison, right? And just kind of just so you can see, it still looks feminine even if they both have short hair. So let's put her in short hair, like that. Bring that around. Give her that old school Halle Berry look. All right. Bring that around. And there we go. Put the hair in there. Let's make her face a little bit more defined here. And there you have it. Even though she does have short hair, you can tell this woman looks so much more feminine and actually also a badass, right? Than this one. This one just looks more masculine. She looks like a badass, but she just looks more masculine. And if sexy and strong is what you're going for, these are the attributes. These are the attributes that you want to reach for. Nothing wrong with this woman. It's just that I'm teaching you today how to draw women who are feminine but strong. This woman is strong but not so feminine. But this woman is strong but feminine. Just wanted to get that cleared out. Get that out of the way. Okay, nothing wrong with either of the looks on these women. It's just that what we're going for today is this one. Maybe we'll do another video where we want strong but non-feminine women. I don't know. All right, I just want to touch all the bases on that so that people don't get offended. A good idea is to do the comparison drawing. So we're going to do that again. That was actually a lot of fun. All right, so we're going to go with the masculine look. Masculine. All right, and we're going to go with masculine and strong. Then we're going to go feminine and strong on this side. Okay, so with the masculine and the strong, all right, we know strong people have solid stance. But one of the things with women, when you draw women and you want to have a basically feminine look, you try to tone down on the muscle definition. Now let's just say you're drawing a female character or just a female form, and you want to draw a female character that's strong physically, but also feminine. These are the things you don't do. Right? Again, we went over the fact that okay, we're not going to go too much into detail with the face because we've already done that. We know not to do the neck too wide because we've already done that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the body and I'm going to show you exactly how to what to not do at this point. Okay. Now, of course, men have broad shoulders, so you don't want to put broad, even if she's muscular, you don't want to put broad shoulders on a woman. Okay, it's just not the way to go. All right, so we're gonna just map her out. All right now. All right? Even if she's sexy, she has wide hips, whatever. We're gonna just do that. All right, I'll show you what not to do right now. I'm gonna put her in like a bathing suit so you guys get the idea of what not to do. And you want to draw a strong, physically strong, but feminine looking woman. Okay? Okay. All right, so now the one thing you don't want is too much of the musculature. All right, we'll go and put the breast on her, the breastises on her. All right, so we know that that's a woman. Okay, and again, that makes her look feminine. Yes, she has breasts. Okay, we have the collarbone. Right, but what you don't do, you don't put the broad shoulders. Right, you don't put the intense muscle definition. Right, that's a no-no because although there are a lot of bodybuilders that are very feminine and stuff, in comic books they come across as very masculine when you put something, a lot of defined muscle on your female drawings. And I've seen drawings of Wonder Woman where she is very muscular, and I've seen drawings of women where she has I've never really seen the middle. Like I've seen where she's very frail looking because they want to enhance her sexiness, and I've seen where she's very muscular, where they want to just focus on her Amazonian background and show her as a very powerful, physically strong character. Okay, so the woman we're looking for is in between that. All right, so we'll put her This woman right here in a bathing suit. All right, and of course, if she's a female, we want her waist to go in and then come back out. But we also don't want to give her the six-pack from hell, which would actually look like this. This is like an 8-pack. Again, just subtly and drastically at the same time, cutting away from her femininity. All right, and of course, you know, we're gonna do the leg muscles. We don't want to do defined legs. Right? We don't want to show all the muscles in her legs. And that doesn't have to be for the whole situation, because there are certain instances in a drawing when you're doing a drawing, or you're doing a character running or jumping, that the particular character may be running off or jumping off of one leg. And when they do that, the muscles, like in reality, the muscles in that leg flexes. And that's okay because of the situation. But drawing a standalone character just, doing their regular thing, but they're always, have their muscles just flexing or pulsating or whatever, that's not sexy. If you're a guy, it's sexy, it's different. But we're hitting the female form right now, so we want to get as feminine as possible. And there you have it. I mean, this is a woman, obviously. Let's put short hair on. Let's put short hair on her. All right. Put a square jaw. And put a kind of like a bathing suit on her. And we did all that, right? So now this is what you don't do, okay? And this is again, even the pose says a lot about the feminine with the woman with the wide. I'm gonna just put some shadow under her with the wide stance, okay? Even that adds to her masculinity. Now, so with the feminine woman, even her femininity even starts with the way she stands, okay? She arches her back, her legs are. Her legs are not like wide apart where it's like a solid stance. They're in sort of like a, kind of like a sexy pose. But she does have a certain amount of volume to her body where you can tell she's physically strong. And by volume, I mean like a little thickness. She's not skinny and frail, but she does have a little thickness to her body because again, it doesn't, like when they draw like characters like Wonder Woman or Supergirl or whatever, so too skinny, for me, it doesn't come across to me, or it doesn't sell the fact that she's like this powerhouse that can like move planets and stuff like that. So she has to have some sort of volume to her body, but also the volume on her body can't be lined with lines and lines and lines of detailed muscle. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. All right, so we'll start with the head here. What position are we gonna put her in? I don't know. Let's just like a regular position, I guess. Hands on the waist kind of deal, right? And of course, with a sexy or feminine looking female, her chest is out, and her chest is out, her back is arched. Right? And she's, this strong female is going to be slightly, what they call thick. So you see she has volume to her body, see, already, right? But the volume isn't, again, lined with tons of muscle. Right? Now, you see how she's standing here? Now, most of her muscle weight, right? Most of her weight was probably on this leg. So it's okay to like maybe put a line, maybe a line or two, showing that she's using this leg to support her body. So obviously, this leg would flex a little bit more. But that's all you're getting from that. All right? Because remember, she is strong physically. So it's okay to show just something like that. All right? But and then of course this leg is on. She's like on her toes here, so there's not a lot of flexing going on there. Okay. And her features here are more rounded as opposed to more heavy weighted. Now, when you are drawing like the more masculine character, of course, I don't know what your style is, but thinner lines to represent femininity is much better. Whereas if you want to represent masculinity, thicker lines works as a rule. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put her hand on her waist there. I'm going to take this hand and just put it, we're just going to make it into like a fist or something. Just like that. Okay. Now here she is, right? Very strong. You can see she has a certain amount of volume or thickness to her body, right? But she's also very sexy in the sense that she has subtle curvatures to her body, right? Very subtle curves, not drastic curves, subtle curves. And the lines are thicker. And she's not too skinny as to sell the fact that she is a very strong character, but she's also very sexy because she does have, as you can see, a nice buttocks here. Let's see. It's not over muscled or anything. It's nice, it's flowing. And again, we're going to put bikini on her, or bikini top. All right. Now, her midsection, very important, unlike with the masculine. And then again, even with the masculine, you see the sides here, whatever. But her midsection is very, it's not defined like the masculine. It's subtle. There's a hint of, oh, there might be muscle under there, but it's not overpowering muscle where she has like 0% body fat or anything. But there's just a hint of what, a little line in the middle, little line at the side to indicate that there is muscle under there, but she has maybe, I don't know, maybe 10% body fat as opposed to like 0% body fat. All right. Okay. Now, to me, this is this. And we're just gonna take her here and just kind of, make her Wonder Woman. Since we've been talking about Wonder Woman, make her Wonder Woman and make her hair just kind of below in the wind right there. And now that'll make her more feminine looking. But this is the idea. Okay, she is I think as strong looking as this character in a sense, but much more sexy, much more feminine looking, just by using the principles that I've taught to you today. Thinner lines, rounder lines when drawing the body. Just a hazily defined abdomen area, not definitely defined abdomen area. It's just like a hint of an abdomen. Line, a little line at the sides, and one line in the middle is good. And also, just to her pose itself adds to her femininity. Okay, so she's staying in a very feminine way, very sexy way, but yet based on the way she looks, the way she is drawn, she is also looking very sexy. So, without further ado, Lieutenant Uhura. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the drawing, as well as I hope you learned something on how to draw strong characters that are also feminine and female. Well, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, if you can, please ring that notification bell so you can know whenever I upload an awesome video like this. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed giving it to you. And as usual, I'll see you next time. Wah!